Hi, this is the second part of featured snippets video. It's about how to optimize your Google's featured snippet to build more traffic. I am Raj Pavi, creator of AI Insider, an artificial intelligence powered SEO tool. AI Insider helps you to outrank any of your competitors. Yes, we are very confident about that. Just hit us up, or you can check out our explainer video below. If you have any questions, reach out to us. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I make a video every day. Monitor question people ask on Twitter. Another way to discover untapped opportunities is to monitor questions on Twitter. Its search supports the question mark search operator that will filter results to those containing a question. Just make sure to put a space between your search term and the question. I use Cyfe to monitor and archive Twitter results because it provides a minimal dashboard which I can use to monitor any unlimited number of Twitter searches. Once you lock the article ideas, simply log into Cyfe to view the archive and then proceed to the above keyword research tools to expand on any idea. I use spreadsheets to organize questions and keyword phrases I discover. Some of these questions may become a whole piece of content, while others be subsection of broader articles. I don't try to analyze search volume to decide whether any of those questions deserves to be covered in a separate article or a subsection. Based on the Ahrefs research and my own observation, there is no direct correlation between the popularity of the term and whether it will trigger a featured snippet. Instead, I use my best judgment based on my niche knowledge and research as to how much I'll be able to tell to answer each particular question. If it's a lot, I'll probably turn into a separate article and use keyword research to identify a subsection of the feature piece. Optimizing for featured snippets. Start with there is no magic button or special markup which will make sure your site gets featured. It's a good idea to start with non-specific SEO best practices simply because features is only possible when you rank high for the query. How about structured markup? Many people would suggest using schema.org. It's been a thing to recommend adding schema for any and everything. But the aforementioned Ahrefs study shows that there is no correlation between feature results and structured markup. That being said, the best way to get featured is to provide a better answer. Here are a few actionable tips. Number 1, aim at answering each question concisely. My own observation of answer boxes has led me to think that Google prefers to feature answers which has given within one paragraph. The study by A.J. Gurgich cites that the average length of paragraph snippet is 45 words. The maximum is 97. So let it be your guideline as to how long each answer should be in order to get featured. This doesn't mean your articles need to be one paragraph long. On the contrary, these days Google seems to give preference to long form content, also known as cornerstone content, which is obviously a better way to describe it because it's not just about length. That's broken into logical subsection and features attention-grabbing images. Even if you don't believe that cornerstone content receives any special treatment in SERPs, focusing on a long article will help you to cover more related questions with one piece. All you need to do is to adjust your blogging style just a bit. Ask the question in your article. That may be a subheading. Immediately follow the question with a one-paragraph answer. Elaborate further in the article. These tactics may also result in high user retention because it makes any article better structured and thus a much easier read. To quote A.J. Gurgich, when you use data to fuel topic ideation, content creation becomes more about resources and less about brainstorming. Number 2, be factual and organized well. Google loves numbers, steps, and lists. We have seen this again and again. More often than no, answer boxes will list the actual ingredients, number of steps, time to cook, year and city of birth, etc. If your paragraph introducing the answers to the question, make sure to list useful numbers and names. In fact, even for branded queries, where a user is obviously searching a particular brand, Google will pick up a table from another site, not the answer from the brand itself, if that other site has a table. This only shows how much Google loves well-structured, factual, and number-driven content. There is no specific markup to structure your content. Google seems to pick up the tags like table, OL, and UL well and doesn't need any other pointers. Make sure one article answers many similar questions. In the research of featured snippets, Ahrefs found that once a page gets featured, it's likely to get featured in lots of similar queries. This means it could be structured and worded the way it addresses a lot of related questions. Google is very good at determining synonymic and closely related questions, so it should be you. There's no point in creating a separate page answering each specific question. Creating one solid article addressing many related questions is such a smarter strategy if you aim at getting featured in answer boxes. This leads us to the next tactic. Organize your questions properly. To combine many closely related questions in one article, you need to organize your queries properly. This will help you structure your content well. I have a multi-level keyword organization strategy that can be applied here as well. A generic keyword makes a section or a category of the blog. A more specific search query becomes the title of the article. Even more specific queries determine the subheadings of the article and thus define its structure. There will be multiple queries that are so closely related that they will all go under a single subheading. For example, Substat helps me a lot when it comes to both discovering an article idea and then breaking it into subtopics. Check out its questions section. It will provide hundreds of questions containing your core term and then generate a tag cloud of other popular terms that come up in those questions. Clicking any word in the tag cloud will filter results down to those questions that only have that word in them. These are subsections for your article. Here's a good example of how related questions can help you structure the article. Make sure to use eye-grabbing images. Paragraph featured snippets with images are ridiculously eye-catching, even more so than the regular featured snippets. Honestly, I wasn't able to identify how to add an image so that it's featured. I tried naming it differently and I tried making it as featured in the WordPress editor. Google seems to pick up a random image from the page without me able to point it out to a better version. That being said, the only way to influence that is to make sure all your in-article images are eye-catching, branded, and annotated well, so that no matter which one Google ends up featuring, it will look nice. Here's a great section of WordPress plugin that will allow you to easily visualize your content while working on a piece. You can use Banner Snap to create eye-catching branded images. I love their image editing functionality. You can quickly create graphics there, then resize them to use as banners and social media images and organize all your creatives in folders. Update and re-upload the images. WordPress adds dates to image URLs, so even if you update an article with your information, the images can be considered kind of old. I managed to snatch a couple of paragraph featured snippets with images once I started updating my images too. Monitor how you're doing. Ahrefs lets you monitor what queries your domain is featured for, so keep an eye on those as they grow and new ones appear. And in conclusion, it takes a lot of research and planning, and you cannot be sure when you will see the results, especially if you don't have too many top 10 rankings just yet. But think about it this way. Being featured in Google search results is your incentive to work harder on your content. You will achieve other important goals on your way there. You will discover hundreds of new content ideas and thus will rank for a wider variety of various long-tail keywords. You will learn to research each topic more thoroughly and thus will build more incoming links because people tend to link to in-depth articles. You will learn to structure your articles better and thus achieve a lower bounce rate because it will be easier to read your article. I hope this helps you a lot. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and like this and share with your friends. If you have any questions or concerns, you can reach us at www.dcdigitals.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.